Hey everybody, just wanted to show another update of some of the stuff I've been working on. This is something I've been wanting to work on for a while, and it's actually a helmet, a replacement head for Ultra Magnus, G1 Ultra Magnus, so that you can use the modern Dianauts, the little pilot driver guys for the new Diaclone line. You can use them. I mean, normally you can fit them in here, right? Obviously, they fit inside. You can stick them in there. They're about the same size as the vintage ones. You put them in there, close the door. You got a little Dianaut pilot driving a Ultra Magnus or a powered convoy, or any of those old Diaclone vehicles. Optimus Prime, the G1 Optimus Prime that gets reissued every couple months, every week. But yeah, so I made this little chair. This is a little seat for the Dianauts. I actually went through like 6 or 7 different complete drafts of this to get this one the way well, not complete drafts, but like modifications, different modified versions to get this the way I wanted it. It has a 4.2 millimeter peg. The sticker on mine came off. The little rub sign came off. The plastic came off in a little black. So anyways, I was like, okay, I can use that hole for something. I could replace the head or something. I was like, you know what? I'll make a little chair. So I made a little chair for my my Ultra Magnus to sit on top, or for the guys to sit on top. It has a little ridge here. It's set up with a little trim piece here on the back, so you can more easily put things on. It's got a little divot there there's little bumps inside the back of the helmet. Anyways, so the point of this is you can put the helmet on, right? And you can put a guy inside. Because I was like, okay, you know what? What's missing from Diaclone, the current Diaclone line? Not enough seats, right? So I was like, okay, I need to put a seat inside Ultra Magnus. Or you can use it with, Optimus Prime or whatever, whichever figure you're currently doing. So anyways, there's little footholes. They fit in here perfectly, the modern Dianauts. It's got little arm ridges designed for the arms. So he fits in there perfectly. Everything's spaced exactly to fit. Well, a little bit small. It doesn't just slide off, but it's not too tight. This is lined up exactly so that you can that line is exact, so it goes all the way up. Just little design things. I made it so it has a neck collar because I wanted it to have like footholes, and then your pilot can sit inside. And there's actually there's like a gap up in the top, and the head actually goes inside there. And he doesn't have to bend down or anything. It's like he was looking through that. And then you put this on here, and you've got yourself a. You don't have to use the head that's in there, right? The Optimus Prime head. You can just, have your guy with his thing. Love these old figures. I love the way they transform. Apparently these were originally made in wood. When they first designed them, the prototypes were all wood, which I think is like crazy. But it makes sense why they fold the way they do. Because there's the head that normally pops up and you put the helmet on top of it. So now you have this. You can fit 2 guys inside the chest to drive, and then you have your guy inside. And if you can do this with any vehicles in this mold. I'm not sure about the G2 Optimus Prime, whether it will work with him too, because I think they stopped having the screw hole in the top. But they may still have a stem there. So you might still be able to put it. I'd have to check. I don't actually have a G2 Optimus Prime, but I do have this guy. And so now, when you put him into his big, he has that big trailer suit thing. Well, now, there you go. He has a cool looking helmet head thing that has a guy inside. It's very, very useful. Anyways, I really like it. I'm actually going to be modding some of these to have, I originally had, an older version of it I made that doesn't have this trim piece on the bottom or this angled wedge thing. Actually, I made it for, so basically the helmet goes on it, but it doesn't look great. It has, I made it in, with the 3mm, 4mm, and 5mm pegs. The idea was I could put the 3mm one inside the leg of the, put a bunch of chairs inside the leg of the Big Powered that came out recently, because there's a bunch of 3mm pegs inside the leg, And then you could have like all your guys just sitting in there with chairs and like relaxing. Maybe I'll make a TV or something to go with that too. But anyways, yeah, so this is my Ultra Magnus upgrade head thing. And yeah, you can just take it right off. It's not attached or anything. I guess you could screw it in there, but I like it the way it is. I guess you could I suppose you could probably, it could probably be modded to fit on there, and then you could fold it up, but I don't think it would fit very well inside there, but I guess that could be done. If somebody wants to do that, that'd be cool. Anyway, so that's my my Ultra Magnus upgrade neck head helmet thing.